Hello everyone, Fair Play here, and we are back match 5 of this modern league here. Running green white, winning the die roll, so we're going to be on the play. Get our companion happening here. And this hand has no land. Let's throw it. Alright, this hand looks awesome. We're going to keep this one, bottom the horizon canopy. The hand looks really good. Other than that, get straight on into this game. Arbor Elf, looking like a Ponza deck here. Ooh, that's not a bad one. Yeah, sure. So let's just make a giant vigilance creature and start attacking. We have basic planes here, and worst case scenario, we make our creature a 6/6 next turn. Past either Pillage or Blood Moon. So seems fine to me. Alright, looking like a Blood Moon. Yep, that's fine. We've still got the bigger creature here by a long shot. Then we can path their whatever they play next turn, potentially attack for the win. Oh, not quite yet. We're only attacking for 6, putting them to 10. But yeah, definitely, you know, 2 attacks till victory, potentially. And looks like they've got access to 4 mana now this turn. Is it potentially a Bloodbraid Elf? No, it is a second Blood Moon. Well, that just seems like a redundant waste of time to me. I'll take it though. White Aura? That is not a White Aura. Boo! Alright, so I guess I should stop yielding through turn. And I guess I got to make the decision whether or not I want to put Lurrus in hand or not. I guess there's no real point unless I draw the other planes. So might as well hold up Path to Exile. Could very well be the difference between like playing around a Pillage or not. Alright, there's the Bloodbraid Elf. Let's see what they hit. They hit a Pillage. Alright. And well, I'm pretty sure the Bloodbraid Elf is the high priority target here to the Arbor Elf. And, you know, they're just going to chump block with the other one. So, it doesn't really matter which one I hit here. Unfortunately, I can't really do that differently. Like, because they attacked my land, I couldn't really hide what I was doing, right? Rancor looks good, but of course we don't have any green mana to cast it. So let's attack. They lose their last chump blocker. Then we're looking to top deck maybe a forest so we can cast our Rancor. If not, and they just run out of creatures, we're still in a really good spot then as well. Could be building up for a giant Clothis, building that devotion. Is this just another... It's a Glorybringer. Okay, well. Glorybringer on chump blocker mode. 1 card left in hand. Seems alright to me. Oh, they got the lightning bolt down. Alright. What did they draw? Does it get them out of this? Another lightning bolt. And we get their game 1. Bam. Alright, loving it. Absolutely loving it. They're running the Blood Moon as well, not the Magus of the Moon. Does make my sideboarding a little bit easier here. So I'm going to be bringing in my Force of Vigors, my Seal of Primordium. I don't have any real need for Leyline here. Core Spirit Dancer is a little bit weak. So I might go like 2 Core Spirit Dancers, 2 Path. And, you know, seems pretty decent to me. We do need to have answers for things like Clothis, right? Other than that, you know, Force of Vigor sometimes on a turn 1 Utopia Sprawl can make it very difficult for our opponent as well. Almost prefer if this Seal of Primordium was a Force of Vigor, but, you know, Still not a bad option. Obviously, it's something we can recast with Lurrus as well. We can get back. Alright, so this hand is almost really good. I think I'm going to gamble and keep it. Like, they could just have a pillage hand instead of a moon hand, and then this hand is just like the nuts. Or they could go for a turn 2 like Anger of the Gods or something funky. And then we just cast our other creature. So obviously we want to draw land off the top of our library here, having just missed a land drop. Alright, what has our opponent got? It's another moon. Alright, that's going to be a hard one to beat. We have drawn a land, so if we do draw a Force of Vigor, we can just pitch one of these redundant scouts or Bogles to it during our opponent's turn and then cast 2 auras in the following turn. So it needs to happen somewhat soon, or we're just going to get tempoed out though. So we don't have all the time in the world. Opponent in the value town, getting that Bloodbraid Elf down and getting the attacks happening. Alright, so we've pretty much got one more draw step, and then I don't think we're coming back into it. So we're just going to chill until then. Another Bloodbraid Elf. If that's it. My opponent had some pretty nutsy nuts this game, if that's what's going on. Chandra, I guess that's pretty good as well. Floating mana seems scary. Clothis, okay. Alright, I think we lose. Alright, so wrecked by Blood Moon, what's new? We'll concede this one. Looks like they brought in Obstinate Baloth, which is interesting. I think these decks like bring in Weather the Storm against me, which is an anti-storm card. Gains them 3 life for every spell cast that turn. And like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't win them the board state. What wins is the board state in the matchup and like nothing else. Alright, so we probably want an extra Core Spirit Dancer. We can probably minus this All That Glitters, I suppose. And just go ahead and submit the list. Hopefully we find another capable hand sort of thing. Obviously being on the play helps as well, because at least we can resolve some auras before Blood Moon potentially hits. Like, this hand's awesome. We get like 2 different basic lands here into like Core Spirit Dancer. I'm very happy about this. Opponent mulliganing all the way down to 5, so that's going to be really good for us. Mulligan is 4, wow. That'd be a bit of a shit way to end our league if our opponent just mulls to oblivion and concedes. So opponent's on 4 cards. Well, you know, hello Ponza, we're just going to go get that forest, buddy. And ship it to you, opponent. Alright, so turn 1 Arbor Elf for my opponent. You're versing a lot of this as well. Card like let's put the Grispoon down here. Card like Gutshot is just OP against turn 1 Arbor Elf, Noble Hierarch, things like that. Even Champion of Parish on humans just can be very, very strong in games like this. Guess I shouldn't just like skip through in case. Why is he Utopia Sprawl? That makes sense. That makes sense. So now my opponent has access to 4 mana here. If it's a Blood Moon, I mean, look at these planes in hand. I don't really care about that Blood Moon. It doesn't get me. It does not get me. Oh, Spider Umbra as well. Yeah. Core Spirit Dancer, we'll put the Spider Umbra on the Core Spirit Dancer. It now has Totem Armor and 5 Toughness. It's going to be really hard for our opponent to kill that core Spirit Dancer next turn. And then we can do double white aura and we just pretty much win from there. So it's really strong. Really strong, really good spot we're in. Opponent, not much other than Blood Moon. I mean, I guess they mod to 4. Like, what else do you expect on a mod to 4? Ooh, Daybreak Coronet. That's going to be nice for next turn. Attack for 14 in the air. Put our opponent to 1. And that's all she's going to write. GG, well played. So we end our 100th Modern League on the 4-1. That's pretty good. Don't mind that at all. The list felt like it was running pretty clean for, you know, the entirety of the league. We did have a loss. I think it was game 1 or game 2 against Ponza. Well, we sort of low-rolled that in a sense as well. And yeah, like, I think this list feels a lot better than what I was trying to do with the list that was designed to beat Euro decks. Just, you need the Spider Umbras realistically and the 1-mana auras. I think maybe having like a one of All That Glitters or Spirit Mantle in there, it's probably not too bad, but you don't want to go too heavy on those 2-mana slots or else you just can't curve out and like tempo your opponents. I am really, really impressed with Soul Guide Lantern. Like, it feels really good just getting rid of my opponent's graveyard, but not my own. Even when their Tarmogoyf still keeps like 3 toughness or something, 4 power. It's really, really powerful. Just not losing your Rancor, your Sentinel's Eyes, your Griffspoon in those matchups, because that's where it turns into a top deck war realistically. In those grinding matchups is when we lose our free auras that return. So yeah, hopefully by running Soul Guide Lantern, I'll get some more consistency in those grindy matchups when I do need to reset the board. And hopefully it gives me a better win percentage than what Rest in Peace did. I really like Rest in Peace. I just like these graveyard spells more. I think with the blue version, Rest in Peace is probably better because you don't really have too many auras you return from your graveyard. You don't have Rancor. I'm not running the Sentinel's Eyes. I don't think that's where you want to be. Sideboard wise, other than that, obviously we had the 1 seal here. We didn't see much play from Tig. The path came in some of the matchups. Yeah. I don't know if there's too much to change. Like, obviously, this 4th Path to Exiles could go on the main deck for the All That Glitters, and then you're just weak to Chalice and Explosives and whatever. But then you get an extra sideboard slot for, like, another Force of Vigor, or another Seal of Primordium, another Soul Guide Lantern, whatever takes your fancy. If you want to start putting in suppression fields and what was the other one? Torpor Orbs, things like that, depending on what meta you're in. At the moment, I think, yeah, this list seems fine, feels pretty fine. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. I had a blast playing it. Thank you all for staying with me, helping me reach, well, we've broken 100 subscribers now. We're now at 104, and we've done our 100th Modern League video as well. So yeah, 100 leagues down, and I'm sure many, many more to go. Yeah, awesome. So if you're new, subscribe for all this good content we're putting out. And other than that, thank you all. I'll see you next time.